Hello, and in this video I will show you how to use the Bollinger Bands. So if you go to indicators here, we are on the Bitcoin US dollar chart. Indicators, you type in Bollinger Bands and it'll come up. So this is a good idea of how to estimate the highs and the lows and an overall middle trend. So how traders like to use this in generally is you could buy the bottom of the band, sell the top of the band. Buy the bottom of the band, sell the top of the band. But you see sometimes you sell the top of the band, keeps on going, and it never reaches the bottom. That's why we have a middle line which indicates a general trend throughout the middle of the Bollinger Bands. And this is a good way to indicate and sometimes you could see it stays along one of the lines. It stayed the bottom for a minute, came back to the middle, went to the top. But you see in this time frame, this big squeeze, we squeezed to this little channel. And you'll see that a lot here with the Bollinger Bands, because once again, it's all based on the history. None of these things will predict the future. That's where you come in. That's what you do. So you see a squeeze, and it can go either way. The squeeze, it squoze down. Squeeze downwards. Now we see another squeeze. Now, will the same thing happen here as it did here? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see, because it only tells us this is only historical patterns. We won't know the future from here. But this works on multiple time frames. If you look at the monthly, this is a big gap in the Bollinger Bands. See, you see this big bull run. We touch the top, hovered at the top, top. Now we're all the way at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Last time we were at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands on the monthly chart, you could say it was April 2020, if not the 17s, 2017, 18. So this can be used on shorter time frames, smaller time frames. Like we look at the 15-minute chart. It's good. And you also want to use these with other indicators. You don't want to just base it on self. But if you have a good idea of where the trend is going and you know how to trade, feel free to do so. Not financial advice. This is just education and technical analysis. So this is how you read the chart. See, you could have bought here, and you just, oh, it's going up, sold here. Bought here, rode the whole way down, sold here. So it just gives you a good idea of the basic tops and bottoms and different squeezes. If it squeezes, you see a squeeze, you know it's going to break out one of two ways. So that's also something really good to watch, and there's lots of different variations of how to look at this, but those are just the basics. And you could, one more thing I'll add in is you could also play the middle line. The middle line is your friend. The middle line is a trend. You could, just like you do here, you could have oh, we're at the very bottom of the Bollinger Bands, bought, and you sell the middle, could have sold at the middle line. Buy here, sell here, middle line, because it rejected the middle line. Same here. Bought here, could have just sold here, waited for the pump and dump, got back in, and just ride the Bollinger Bands. It's one way to do it. Thank you for watching.